Game number 1, Nerchio starts to the bottom of the map. Merry-Go-Round is the map name, and we have a Terran versus Zerg. The Polish player is going up against the French Terran. Up to the top right, we have MarineLord. So France versus Poland. Who's going to win that? I'm not quite sure. Allez le bleu and Napierdalaj for Nerchio. It's as much as it goes with me with my French and my Polish. Actually, I guess I get a couple of additional sentences down in both languages, which is a bit embarrassing since I actually had French in school. But yeah, if you don't use it, you lose it. So Nerchio here was able to take down a Terran player in the first round of the tournament already. Well, in the group stage, of course. In the group stage, he took down his opponent with a 2-0, and now in this winner's match of Group B at the ZOTAC Cup Season Final, we have Nerchio going up against MarineLord, and the victor will advance to the round of 8. It's being played on Saturday. Up to the top right, MarineLord, after his victory against the Protoss player from Germany, is of course also pretty successful, at least today. Nerchio going into a 14 pool, by the way, on this match. MarineLord, have fun, Nerchio the Great. I'm not quite sure if he's trolling his opponent there. Nerchio is someone who is known for his mood swings, and especially in a game when Nerchio starts typing, you usually know that he lost. I've been casting this guy for I think nearly 4 years right now. Command Center first by MarineLord, and every single time in the mid or late game when you see Nerchio type something, then suddenly you know that the shit is gonna hit the fan. Just because he's gonna lose it, he loses concentration. I've seen Nerchio start typing in games where he had 200 supply and 2,000 gold and gas, and suddenly he started typing because he was upset with the matchup, and you see just 10 overlords fly right into the opponent's army. He gets supply blocked and loses the game on top of this. That was on good old Chakora's Plateau. I hope that you remember that map because it was funny as hell, and with Nerchio that has always been the deal. So he's quite a character. MarineLord, with his early, I don't know if it's banter or just like that good luck, have fun that he threw out there, is probably well aware of that. We have him with the Command Center first as mentioned, and now the first barracks already being built here. Down to the bottom of the map, we have for Nerchio an expansion on his own. The Overlords are scouting the map. On the other hand, this is the Terran player who sends the SCV out. We have Zerglings rushing to the top, and with Nerchio scouting what's going on, he of course knows that there's no Reaper that he has to be afraid of. He's trying to pressure that line over here, the mineral line, a little bit. Might succeed in doing some damage to that. Down here, Zerglings are starting to run in. That SCV is running after them. And it's 4 Zerglings and... Whoa! An entire pool? Okay. That's a lot of mining time lost right there. That early pool is really working out for Nerchio. It's not even an early pool, it's a 14 pool. Look at that mining time lost here. What is MarineLord doing? This is surprising me quite a bit, pulling every single SCV that he has basically for this. He lost 1 SCV as well. The Zerglings, even if they all die, that was totally worth it. Now that we have 2 Marines in there, they already moved back, the Zerglings are on the run. But this is quite surprising. He might get another SCV. He gets another SCV. He kills 2 SCVs with this. MarineLord is... I don't know what's happening here. It's really surprising me. I thought that a lot fewer SCVs than that would have been enough to really force Nerchio's SCV back. And right now, he already lost 2 SCVs. 3 SCVs, actually. He lost 3 SCVs, and that is a bit tricky. So, up to the top left, we have now 2 more Zerglings being trapped and taken out, but 1 Marine is whittled down in hit points. MarineLord is at 22 harvesters against 30. Nerchio apparently enjoying himself here. He already mined enough for the speed and has used that, or yeah, to research the speed, duh. And we have also a 3rd base for him on the way. Fully, of course, knowing that there's very little that MarineLord can do right now. So much early mining time lost is going to put the Terran player behind. Especially in tech. Bunkers being built now, and this is one of the maps where we see a lot of rogue aggression. I feel that MarineLord right now is a bit afraid that Nerchio might do that. He doesn't really have a lot of scouting information. That's a big problem for the Terran player now. That he doesn't know what's going on here at the bottom. Without him relying on the Reaper in the early game, he only knows that gas was taken. He doesn't know if there's some kind of follow-up or something else like that. We have for his opponent already another hatch being built. For Nerchio another hatch being built. for MarineLord up to the top right. We currently have him in a spot where he's finally getting his own starport in there. He doesn't rely on the third command center. And we have Nerchio with the additional Baneling Nest down there to the bottom right. Could start to try and bust through there, but he doesn't even have to. He can use the Baneling Nest as a defensive measure and can just make sure that no early aggression is gonna destroy him. Keep in mind that one of the things that Terran players use these days are, for example, Hellbats together with a couple of Marines, and that can be quite strong if you do not have a Baneling Nest or a Roach Warren, because Zerglings alone just doesn't cut it. So we have Nerchio with the third base ready, not completed. We see with the double gas taken in the main base for MarineLord, now the transition into the tech for Banshees with Cloak. Nerchio, on the other hand, going straight into lair tech, should be in a spot where he will in time get his own Overseers out, and that should enable the Queens to just push that back. Should have, would have, could have. We're going to find out later on if that's actually going to be the case or not. For now, the Queen count is rather low at 4 on 3 bases, and we have creep being spread across the map. Another Overlord is taking position towards the right side to see if there's going to be another base for him. We have the Stim tech also researched at the barracks. Down to the bottom of the map, we see at the same time the Hellions starting to move in once again against the Queen, and one of the Queens is really low. There's no energy for transfuse. Goodbye, Queen number 1, and there's a high chance, nope, with the Zerglings there, he's not going to lose the second one. Zerglings rushing in. Here come the Banelings, not too many, just a few. +1 attack upgrade and Baneling speed have started. No, also the upgrade for the Carapace. What we do not see yet is there's an Overseer, and also we have one Spellcraft. Alright, that's gonna help him quite a bit there. So by now we have actually the Banshee going straight for it and taking the first few kills. That's 4 kills, 5, 6. He's going up to like nearly 7. He could get the 7th, and there it is. 7 kills on the Banshee, fully worth it. Can move in later again, he can go back home now, can repair it, can use the Banshee later on, can use it against a couple of Banelings if there's actually an attack happening, not the case at this point. He can use it later on to sneak maybe in the main or into the third base. All those bases by now equipped with the Spore Crawler, so it's not going to be easy, but still, if you do that during a fight and just position it over the Extractor, you can take down the Extractor drones easily. Upgrades also for the Terran player. In terms of resources lost, we have 650 against 250, so MarineLord seems to be ahead here, but considering how much mining time he lost in the early stages of the game, it's of course a bit of a different scenario. Third base on the way now, setting it up right over here towards the opponent, +1/+1 with Stim nearly completed, going still full bio with this. And even a 4th base now for Nerchio, as that Banshee number 2, is trying to get a few additional kills in there. It moves through, goes straight for the Queen, goes for the Harvesters that try to get the gas first. Nice, is able to get 1, 2, all 3 Hellions are taken out, and here comes the expansion, he sees that. I don't think we're going to see mining within the next few seconds happening there, since there are just too many units, but that's what the Banshees are for. Fully healed up, we have the Banshee with more kills, and as I said, Banelings are a preferred target. The Banelings are going to try and roll in, either roll away or roll in. Keep them rolling, baby. He can't lose them like that. He loses another one. Whoa, and another one. And here they come, Limp Bizkit style. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Going straight for it. The Baneling party is real. And he rolls up and takes down even more mates. Wow, that last hit. And oh my god, he's getting the SCVs. Holy cow, he killed 33 workers here. 100 supply against 57. Nerchio is wrecking MarineLord in the face. This is brutal. He's going straight into the Spire now as well. We have a 2-2 upgrade on the way, and oh god, MarineLord, like, he is in so much trouble. Yes, he has 3 orbitals, but he's down in Harvesters, down to actually 30 against 75. This is crazy at this point. MarineLord was so not prepared for that, and that push with a 1-1 Baneling Ling is maybe even killing him. The follow-up is there, and he's moving in with that. Oh, there's one more. Nice. Good split. One more Widow Mine that he has to deal with, and he does. He's taking out the Widow Mines. He has the Overseers there. This might be the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. The Mutalisks could also then become a big problem if MarineLord survives here, and he does. He survives as the Banelings are too late, and we have counter-aggression to the bottom of the map with a bit of a drop. That might be the saving grace for MarineLord. He's still fighting up here, has actually defended against everything. Now there's a Banshee taking down Immorvis. There's 25 kills on that Banshee already. It's a commander, and down here we have more Marines moving in with a drop. Harvesters killed. Actually, 33 against 22. So quite a bit of damage that MarineLord was able to do with the drop, but the problem still is that we have 67 Harvesters for Nerchio and only 38 for his opponent. 4 bases against, well, 2. That Banshee, on the other hand, I mean, 30 kills there already. This is getting crazy. The Banshee is doing such a good job. Up at the top, we have another Overlord being hunted down. Down here, it's the same picture. The Medivac supplying the high ground vision, going straight for it. But MarineLord is actually holding on to that game. Really impressive. Very, very impressive being able to just bounce back like this. And we have once more a drop moving in, and there are Zerglings on the way. Zerglings already... Yes, he needs to lift it up, and he needs to do it right now if he really wants to save them. Another potential drop down here. Another Medivac is just speed boosting into the main base, but MarineLord is back to business. It's fascinating. It's really quite something. Nerchio looked like he would be able to win that game, but now suddenly he finds himself very much pressured and not in such a great spot any longer. He's not behind or anything, but like he's ahead in tech. He has the upgrades a bit faster. He needs to go into Hive, I guess, and get that infestation pit up for that. But still, MarineLord was on half the supply, and suddenly he bounced back and is now in a really good spot. Compared to like earlier at least. So there comes the infestation pit, and Nerchio is probably looking at this and is like, just like thinking, Terran. Knowing Nerchio, that's kind of the thought process that we have there right now. But the old school player from Poland is having some trouble against that setup with the elevator at this 4th base. He's losing too much, he's losing Harvesters, and he's also losing a lot of the units down at the bottom where the Halberds just waiting for an opportunity to get a shot in. Nerchio is going for counter-aggression. He's basically like saying, nope, I'm not gonna play your game here. I'm not gonna sit there and just take it the entire time. Let's see what you got back at home, and then we're gonna talk. And back at home, we have still a lot of Marines, and the attempt to bust them through, but nope, the Hellbats are gone on the other hand. And now, MarineLord has to stim back, and he needs to stim back fast. That Banshee has 34 kills, just saying. Like, we are talking about a real commander here. Down there, still mining going on. Harvester count, 67 against 49. We see a the triple base now for MarineLord. MarineLord is getting ahead in overall supply. He is getting in a lead in the supply count. I mean, we're seeing the +3 attack upgrade started. Hive is on the way for Nerchio though. Nerchio is looking, I mean, he doesn't have the minerals. Nerchio just simply doesn't have the mineral count that he wants. He has larva, he has everything that he needs except for the minerals. The income for him is great being on the 4 bases that he has. But still, MarineLord with all the mules is eventually going to run out of resources. Going to run out of resources a lot faster than Nerchio. But at this point, MarineLord is pressuring, and he's pressuring a lot. The Spore Crawlers up here at the high ground, they are helping out against the Medivac drops, but at the same time they are vulnerable against attacks from the low ground with the Marines as long as vision is landed. Oh, the Commander Banshee is down! I'm pretty sure that MarineLord will actually like build a memorial for them, like some kind of statue or something like that. But this is getting extremely painful right now for Nerchio, considering how far ahead he was. He's still going for the counter-aggression, and that buys him time, and he needs to buy some time. Getting the +3/+3 would be great for him. Now that he is on Hive Tech, he can also like add the Ultralisk Cavern. He can go for whatever he wants. He can use a couple of Vipers later on if he wants to. You don't see that. Oh, but for now it's just like once again the wrecking against the SCVs. I'm really surprised that he didn't blow up the last of them. But he's moving in against the Bio Army just now, and he's sandwiching them. He's moving in with Banelings even from the back, and we have still 21 left for him. Nerchio taking the supply lead in this game again. And more Banelings are going down. How many Banelings did he actually lose? 54 Banelings, like holy Baneling Batman. +3/+3 on the way for both players. Faster for MarineLord. Nerchio in a decent spot though once again. With now the Ultralisk Cavern coming his way. Down here, drops this time, not doing too much damage. Resources lost, 18,000 against 12,000. We have 3 bases against 4 bases. And what we also have, structures killed. Let's take a look at that. Not a whole lot of creep spreads actually denied by MarineLord. well, Nerchio also doesn't have the best creep spread at this point, but still, 6 creep team was killed, that's not a whole lot. Well, here come the Widow Mines, and, well, Widow Mines with a couple of friendly fire hits there too. Decent split on the Marines, but he's still losing a lot of them. MarineLord is down to 90 supply against 116, and here come the Banelings again, moving straight for the, oh, the SCVs, the pain, and whoa, some of them even surviving. Oh god, harvester count 35 against 69. Mineral patches in the main base nearly gone. Mineral patches at the natural nearly gone. For Nerchio, the same picture, but Nerchio has a third and a fourth that are still fully saturatable. Is that a word? I don't know. If not, I just invented something. We have another mineral, like actually quite a few mineral patches here over at the natural that he can still harvest. The 3-3 is about to be done for MarineLord. He's already on the third attack upgrade and goes even into the Blue Flame Hellions now. But it's the Ultralists that he has to worry about. Ultralists are going to come into the game, and that momentum, that pressure, that dynamic that we saw from MarineLord after he successfully started to drop and pressure Nerchio, that's gone. Like, he doesn't have that anymore. He is really in a pretty difficult position right now, since Nerchio has the tech coming his way. So time is working against MarineLord right now. The 3-3 is going to come in. The Ultralists are going to become a problem. There's no fourth base for the Terran player. Nerchio could even expand again. Well, I don't think he really has the resources to pull it off just yet, but still. I'm a bit surprised that we don't see more overlords towards the left side of the map, right here over the Abyss, but he has units there to welcome that drop. Oh my god, he's really dropping the Marine. That medevac pilot hated that Marine. The Marine was shitting on the driving skills of the medevac pilot the entire time, and then when the medevac saw all those Ultralists, he was like, yeah, and that guy, that's getting dropped now. He is gonna die. So, yeah. Ah, nice, I haven't seen that in quite some time. 1 Marine for a Baneling, drops 4 or 5 Marines, kills 4 or 5 Banelings. Definitely a decent trade. Good job by MarineLord. Problem is, I don't think it's gonna help him. Because we still have him with 20 supply behind, and in upgrades, where's the Adrenal Glance upgrade? Why didn't Nerchio start that yet? He still didn't get Adrenal Glance. He should though. Like, he should get Adrenal Glance. Considering how Zergling and Baneling heavy he's playing this game, like, he should probably go for that. Another base to the left side of the map is gonna give him even more income, and so far, MarineLord is only relying on this. These are the last mineral patches that he has. He doesn't have a lot more than that. So his income is already dropping since he's only using his SCVs and mules for a single mineral line. Nerchio is still harvesting from 3. He has mineral patches at the natural, at the 3rd base, and over here at the 4th. That 5th is going to be perfect for him to transition with his drones from the natural and the 3rd over to the 5th. So at this point, decent spot for Nerchio. Once again, army supply might be the same. The harvester count is very different though, and there comes the Adrenal Glance upgrade. Nice. Nerchio is not forgetting about it. So we're gonna see that upgrade here for him. And same time, drilling claws now for MarineLord. I don't know what those Marines are think they are doing. Those are suicide Marines. Like, they're tired of life. They ran out of antidepressants and are now in a very, very awkward spot of their life. But the medevac is helping them out. Oh, now we have to run by into the main base. Oh, and this is where it gets ugly. This is where it gets really ugly. From 2 sides he's being attacked. There's like Zerg everywhere. Look at the Ultralists just like wrecking him, moving in and pushing MarineLord back. 100 supply for him, 165 for Nerchio. MarineLord trying to hold onto the space. The Widow Mine setup is there, but the Ultralists, they just don't care. The GG dropped as Nerchio takes the first game in the best of 3 series here at the winner's match of the ZOTAC Cup Season Finals Group B. And we are going to jump into game number 2 right now to find out who advances out of the group towards the round of 8. Game number 2 in the best of 3 series of the ZOTAC Cup Season Final Group B. To the bottom right of the map we have Nerchio, the bad boy from Poland, taking game number 1 and spamming it up with his APM in the early game, going up against the Terran player to the top of the map, the French player, MarineLord. Nerchio versus MarineLord, the best of 3 series, game number 2 on Catalina, the 3-player map. Nerchio in a 1-0 lead after just taking down his opponent on the last lap. Job well done. Let's find out how MarineLord is going to plan to take down Nerchio in the second game. Another 3-player map on the first one he lost. Maybe here he can turn things around. Nerchio played a strong early game. And I still feel that MarineLord screwed that up a little bit when he dedicated basically all of his SCVs to defend against 4 to 6 Zerglings of Nerchio. Lost a lot of mining time there, lost even 2 or 3 SCVs in the process, and started to fall a bit behind. Nerchio pounced on that, and even though MarineLord did a great job at coming back into the game, in the end the victor was the Polish player. So we're gonna find out if he can close out the series with a 2-0, or if MarineLord, this time starting with a refinery into Reaper instead of his command center first, if MarineLord will be able to force a third game and bring us into an additional match over here. So, at this point, we have Overlords, of course, crossing the entire map, one to the left, one up to the top, getting the scouting information, and SCV will most likely going to be doing the same thing very soon, and then the Reaper itself will jump into the main base to check for gas. That's going to be the most important part. Down here at the bottom of the map, we currently see Nerchio with his own hatch building, but there is also the spawning pool. Hatch first this time for him. The last time he started with a spawning pool first to get the Zerglings out a bit faster and apply pressure to MarineLord, which succeeded. Did quite a lot of damage with that and was quite impressive. But for now, we have him with a more standard build, a little bit more focused on the economy. And Reaper is going to be on the way soon. Drone versus SCV. If I was a drone, well, I guess the drone has a bit of acid that it can spray on the SCV, but if you're going up against something that has such a massive drill, then I do not think you really want to face that. Being as it may, we have currently up... Oh, actually, no, it's not using that. For a second I thought it would go too ham on it. But yeah, we have up to the top. We have MarineLord now with a first Reaper on the way, and he's trying to get that also done with a bunker. If he gets the bunker done, it would be great for him, but I think we're going to see the Zerglings just popping out in a second. That Reaper, I always love how the Reapers are just trying to like put so much work into it. I mean, the best thing ever out there is still like the StarCraft videos, StarCrafts. They are absolutely amazing. I love those, especially when we then see the Reaper going up against the drone and like going completely ham in like a blood frenzy and not doing anything with it. I hope that you know the video that I'm talking about, or I'm just rambling like a moron here. But yeah, that was a great video, and it always makes me laugh when I see the Reapers like being microed like crazy and not really doing any damage. I mean, right now, what did they kill? Those guys were like so dedicated. There's so much passion to take down Zerglings, and they killed 2. Like that entire fuss in the early game right now to kill 2 Zerglings, and he lost also an SCV, so there was nothing I could do with that. But yeah, now we're getting somewhere though. Like, he gets 2 drones. Suddenly we're talking. He gets 3. Oh yeah, baby. Now we're talking. Now we are definitely talking, and we have 3 Reapers. Yep, still 3. Still 3, high ground vision granted, and oh boy, now MarineLord is suddenly making that a lot more profitable for him. But yeah, Reapers as a unit still make me smile, especially when you think about the Reapers that we had at the beginning of Rings of Liberty. Oh boy, were those guys annoying. With the grenades against structures, like, I did not only lose 1 game against mass Reapers back then. And of course, especially Moro with his 6 Rex Reaper build back then, that was quite something. Be it as it may, right now MarineLord doing quite some damage with the trio infernal, like yeah, okay, I screwed that up, but whatever. Yeah, with those 3 bad boys right there. So the triplets doing the damage, and now they are also accompanied by a few Hellions. But still, Nerchio going for the 3rd base now. The Reaper pressure has been relieved for now. The speed upgrade is there. Nothing we can do with them any longer. We have still 34 Harvesters against 26. 3rd base on the way. That's also true for MarineLord to go straight into the command center on his own now. And to the bottom, we have, of course, scouting information. There's triplets on the move again, and we have the double Hellion right there, pressuring the hatch a bit. Very unlikely that they can achieve anything with that, especially as the 2 queens are already moving in. The queens of Reaper nearly as ridiculous as Reapers these days trying to take down a building. And I'm not sure if that was a smart choice, because those 2 queens are both going to die unless there are Zerglings running in and helping him. And it does not look like it's going to happen. With 2 more Hellions moving in, he can actually turn around and start to take them. And he's doing that. He's taking them, and that queen is going to say goodbye. Time to say goodbye. Da, 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 da. Yeah, the queen is dead. Long live the queen. And, well, Nerchio is actually like really getting... Nerchio is getting a bit in trouble at this early game. That base is very low in hit points and is not gonna kill it, but the problem is not the potential kill against the base, it's more about like the base being so low in HP that any point there could be a drop that takes down. And what is he doing? He's donating queens right now. Whoa, there's another queen down. How many queens did he kill? That's 3, right? Yeah, 3 queens killed. The spine crawler is there, and the Hellions are like, hello, how you doing? And, well, I can tell you one thing, and that spine crawler is not doing too well. There's another queen, like the donations are real. It's Christmas already, at least in France apparently. There are like presents everywhere, wrapped into ribbons, and that's queen number 4 and queen number 5. Like, what is going on here? Like, this is insane. This is supposed to be like pressure. Nerchio leaves the game. No GG, no nothing. Whoa! Game over! MarineLord takes game number 2 and brings us into the deciding map in this best of 3. Oh god! Someone is mad. The rage is real, and let's see who's gonna take game number 3. MarineLord versus Nerchio. 1-1. Okay, game number 3. Game number 3 between Nerchio, starting to the top left of King Seron Station, and MarineLord, down to the bottom right. And Nerchio is angry. Well, MarineLord taunting him here a bit is... Good luck, have fun, Patch Terran. Yeah, MarineLord taunting him here is maybe not like the good manner that we were hoping for, but on the other hand, to be completely fair with you, if you're watching the VOD right now, what happened in the lobby is that Nerchio rage quit the last game, started the lobby immediately, MarineLord jumped in, and Nerchio asked him, go, question mark, and MarineLord just like said, well, wait a second please, I have cold hands, and Nerchio didn't give a shit and just started the game. Didn't even say anything anymore. We have a proxy barracks with Reapers, and I really think that that's a good choice on the side of MarineLord. Why? I said it in the first game. Nerchio, when he starts raging, he stops thinking clearly. He's a great player. He's a skilled player. He's good. But when his emotions get the better of him, then he's in trouble. And that's exactly what MarineLord is trying to exploit. Nerchio plays it safe with the spawning pool, but still, this could get nasty. MarineLord is trying to exploit that in Nerchio, that Nerchio rages a lot, and that could be exactly what loses Nerchio the game right now. This is gonna get extremely... Oh, did he see that? Did he see that SCV? He saw that SCV, didn't he? Here comes the expansion attempt. The Reaper is going to be built here for MarineLord, and let's see how this is going to turn out for him. I mean, this is getting nasty. This is getting really nasty right now. We have already SCV versus a drone, and of course he's going to try and build a bunker here. And the Zerglings are already being built. He's building the first few Zerglings. MarineLord is losing some HP on the SCV here. First Reaper is on the way. Second one is being built. And let's find out how much damage he can do with that. Because he invested into this. He invested quite a bit into it. There we have the attempt to go for the bunker, and immediately with a shift right click, taking down the SCV and moving away. Very well done by Nerchio. That's exactly what he needed to do. If you don't know about that, if you're a Zerg, it doesn't matter which race you are, if you want to really target down an SCV that builds a structure, always make sure that you hold on the shift key and right click several times on the SCV, because SCVs shift pattern on the structure, and if you do not go for the right click, for the shift right click, then your units will start to attack the bunker instead of taking down the SCV. So that's what Nerchio did here. The shift didn't help the SCV at all. Of the shift of position. One drone is down, and well, the Queen here is not taking down one of the Reapers. MarineLord is doing this really well, but Still, with the build that we saw here from Nerchio and the SCV being killed, now the aggression that MarineLord was hoping for is gone, at least for now. The Terran player doesn't build and expand yet. We have him instead with a factory being built down here, which also puts him into a position where he now has the where he has the factory to block that wall. Yeah. That Zergling gets in regardless though, and might be taking out the SCV up to the top. We still have a bit of attempted aggression. The SCV is down. He delays the factory with a single Zergling, because up at the top we had him still trying to do damage. Nerchio was defending there, but he had already the Zergling on the SCV. So one more SCV down. MarineLord is at 16 harvesters against 25. He's actually at 17 harvesters against 25 right now. Really tricky for him. And we have one queen at the top. We have two queens down here, and they're pushing back the Reapers. They're pushing back the Reapers. The expansion is delayed. The factory is delayed. Everything that MarineLord does is very much delayed because of his proxy. MarineLord is in a really bad spot right now. He's very much behind on kind of everything. This expansion is already working. It's running. The queen count is at 4. Great defensive means now against the Reapers. This is really getting tricky for MarineLord now. The gamble that he took at the beginning didn't work out, but there are 4 Reapers. 4 Reapers are still here. So far, he took only 4 Zerglings down. That's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. But the Queen, no energy on the Queen. Is he getting the Queen? It looks pretty good. He's getting another one attack. He's scaling for 1 Queen. He loses the Reaper, though. He loses the Reaper, and he doesn't kill anything. The transfuse is there. Here comes the barracks, the scouting barracks. Oh, he needs to be careful that that barracks doesn't start burning. With 4 queens going ham on it, he might have actually gotten it to burn, and then it's gonna get pretty tricky there as well. So, well, down to the right side, we have the Reaper still going for it. Triple extractor. Mutalisks. Is it 2 base mutas that we're gonna see right now? Uh-oh, we already have the lair tech on the way. Triple additional extractors puts us up to 4. That's a lot of gas. Look down here. There's no expansion still. Well, he has a command center in the base, but he doesn't have the expand spot. He doesn't have the command center on the low ground. He can't mine from the mineral line here just yet. Nerchio is at 57 supply against 37. We have 25 harvesters against 49. Even with the double mule, that's tricky. Look at the income here. 1,300, 1,400 against 900. That's it when it comes down to the minerals. I don't even want to start talking about the gas, because we have MarineLord only at 2. There's like already 4 for Nerchio. Nerchio with a nearly completed tech into lair. And what is MarineLord doing now? What can he do? I mean, what does he have? He has a starport already. He has a Viking soon that he can use. There's no armory. There's not going to be hellbats. So queens is all that Nerchio needs for now. Well, as long as he has enough of them. He's actually about to lose. No, he's transfusing the queen. This time he's not losing them. In the last game, that was all that his opponent needed. But this time it's different. There's the Spire. Spire, Baneling Nest, Evolution Chamber on the way. Nerchio has kind of everything that he needs right now. And down at the bottom right, the expansion is set up. We have the wall started. The Viking with the first kill already. That's what he's going for. Up to the top still. The pressure, the attempted pressure with the Hellions and the Reaper. Not working out just yet. +1/+1 on the way. Spire nearly halfway done. Cloak in the first game did quite a lot. Cloak in game number 1 did a lot of damage. Like, those Banshees got 30 kills in the first game. But now it's a different ball game. It's a completely different match with Nerchio taking that lead. Look at his gas. He's at 700 gas. 700 gas for him. That's 7 Mutalisks there already. They could potentially get if he has the minerals to match it. He's getting another base. He's sneaking in a third, but the Reaper already saw it. The Reaper sees it and jumps into the main base, gets the scouting information there. Doesn't see the Spire though. No Spire scouted. There's no scout on it. Zerglings trying to bust through down here to the bottom. No, they're all gonna die. They are all going to die. Every single one of them burned alive. The expansion has been spotted. The Viking is still trying to take units down, and the Viking has actually 4 kills by now. 4 Overlords have been taken down. 4 Overlords, 17 Zerglings, and 3 Harvesters. Now, actually lost a lot here. I'm not gonna lie to you. He lost a lot, but 11 Mutalisks are now being built, and anti-air, MarineLord doesn't even know what's coming, but he has Hellbats now, and there is nothing on the ground that can deal with Hellbats. It's only the Mutalisks. He needs them, and he needs them now, and he's bringing them in. He's bringing them in as we speak. But how much damage are those Hellbats going to do before they're being taken out by the Mutalisks? Can they burn down the base? Can they burn down the base? It does look like they might just be able to pull it off. No. Not with the bouncing of the glaives. Maybe with a better split, but even then it's a stretch. All of the Hellbats are gone, and MarineLord is at 58 supply against 97. Nerchio is mercilessly moving down to the bottom right, has those Zerglings still on the way, didn't even use them against the Hellbats. Good idea, since they would have burned, and all of them. But now here it comes. We have nothing for MarineLord. He's at 60 army supply, and here comes Nerchio. He comes with a vengeance and moves in, takes down the Harvesters. The Mutalisks completely uncontested. There is no anti-air. There's a single Viking in the game right now. There is nothing. There's 2 more Vikings, but Vikings against Mutalisks don't do shit. Like, everything is dying here. He's killing the SCVs, he's killing them off one by one. MarineLord for a second, like, dancing them. Patch Zerg, that's what he says, drops the GG and leaves the game. Nerchio advances out of Group B in the top spot, taking the best of 3 against MarineLord with a 2-1.